first exhibition of 5, and I want to thank Sharon for being our first exhibiting artist, all the way from Potsdam. She made 2 trips down here to deliver her work and witnessed one of the 2 unbelievable snowstorms of the season in the spring when they shouldn't happen. So she definitely put her time in to get here. So we thank you for allowing us to show your work, and just give us a little bit of information about you.
I'd like to thank you, the Adirondack Center for the Arts, give me the opportunity. It's really special, and especially we are going to live the state for a year, so this is really a very nice setup. Although it's not right away, but my work is most of our work is inspired by nature, and also the reflection of my autographic thoughts of life. And the concept of qi is started from in China way back maybe 2,500 years ago, and then the concept of qi beginning with the meaning of life, source of life, and then developing, become more thinking of the relationship with mankind and nature. And for me, the qi concept, the philosophy, is more like energy or spirit or soul. And so my work in the beginning, I started from realistic like landscaping, and also like still life. And then more and more I work on the landscape, and I love trees. And then one time I work on a big painting of a landscape with a lot of trees. So for that painting, the painting, I'm thinking, what I paint is from nature, and what's the special about my painting of this scenery? It's really about the energy, the qi. So that's give me the beginning of kind of to start thinking about the concept of qi. So from that moment, then I kind of remind myself what's to make the work special is from myself, to connect to the world. And most of my painting, oil is my primary medium. But later on, I kind of like to try something different. So I developed to try like mixed media painting. Use oil painting, oil and acrylic, and then sometimes watercolor with paper. And then I kind of keep going. Then I use plaster. So I have this piece and with plaster with watercolor and crystal, and that piece plaster with paper and the found object. And I think my work is more, I don't depict the appearance as much as when I started. So now you see a lot of swirling or ribbon, and those for me is kind of to feel the energy, the qi. And for the paintings, I use a lot of tape. So I kind of pair different sizes of tape, drafted tapes, in different size and shape, and then I start to work on painting, each painting, and then maybe halfway, then I peel the tape off, and it's kind of giving a reminder of in a life there are so many things you cannot plan ahead. You work on your way to a certain point, but after you peel the tape off, it looks different, and sometimes you feel kind of disoriented, and then you have to start from the new landscape. From there, then you keep working. And so, because I started to try on my hands on mixed media sculpture, so you see the painting is sculpture together, and then this is really like three-dimensional. So from there, for some painting, I start to feel it can be three-dimensional. So I have this piece, and then actually I have another piece, and also one piece also is kind of three-dimensional painting.
Of course, your chair has had a lot of interest as people have come in.
Yeah.
And this chair, I got this chair at a rummage sale for $1 for this chair, and I'm thinking I can do something with this chair, and then I just come out with the idea.
Who would you like to sit there?
Oh, I think we all sit on this chair sometimes in our lifespan. It's more like
True.
I think very few people they have so-called perfect life. Yeah, we all through some hard time, and so we kind of have to sit on it and kind of follow the flow to enjoy it. Try to enjoy it, maybe not enjoy, but to overcome and to able to appreciate. And so inside, this is a plaster made from pieces plaster, two sides, and I put them together. And inside there's a Japanese bronze charm. So that's why every time when you rock it, you will sing. And it's more like a music, meditation, heartbeat. Yeah, so that's kind of acupuncture.
Try it in.
Does anyone have any questions for Sharon?
Yeah, so Sharon, does it take you a while to kind of visualize or to come up with an idea first, and then you kind of conceive of how you're going to bring that into reality?
It depends. Sometimes I have very vague idea, and like this piece, I did maybe 4 or 5 pieces this size, and I use tape to kind of tape it around first, because I started with this kind of procedural technique after we came back from Paris, and I was come back from the very busy, cultural rich area, and I come back to the North Country. So it's more like to refocus in the North Country. So I use the tape to focus. And then I work out later to kind of step out North Country into the universe. And especially using the tape. Every time you peel the tape off, you kind of feel lost. You have to make your own way, to find your own way again. So it's kind of process in leading to different directions.
Different steps.
And like that piece in the beginning, I start like in a winter cover everything. So I peel tape first, and then I just put on green. I want to see. I'm waiting for the spring to come.
So are we.
So I put with green color, and I didn't have any sketch or drawing. I just drawn tape and green, and I keep working on. And then, like maybe 6-7 months later, it become like something flow or something splash, and then the ribbon, the tape become ribbon, like a celebration of life. And it's also very personal because at that time I had breast cancer, so I had to take tamoxifen, and after that I had 2 years took another medication, and then last spring I had doctor said it's okay now, we can stop. So it's kind of relief from the medication, and it's kind of relax and celebrate life.
And the door knocker, you told me that came from somewhere special too, right?
Yeah, this door, in the beginning, I had a very simple sketch. I like to purchase a panel, and the panel was a little wider but a bit shorter. But the shipping fee, the panel was very expensive, and then they wanted to charge oversized shipping fee. So I'm not going to do that. So I just borrowed my friend's truck to go to Lowe's to buy. This is a door panel, interior door panel. And this piece, because I was trying to do something like the diamond shape, to like usually we have horizontal or vertical shape. I mean to this format, but I kind of try diamond shape. And then this is a donut we travel in France, and I got this one. So it's a piece like you were asking questions. So and it's kind of hard to come up a title. So I used knock knock because kids they said knock knock, and they will say who's there, or so there's a lot of like conversation. So this is my way of asking questions, and being in the big universe, there are a lot of things still we are kind of searching for answer or try to understand. So this is the background. This piece.
I think it should.
Say that loud.
That one needs to be a door to the inner sanctum.
I hope one day it will be in
We'll all walk through there, right?
I think it should start here and see your progress coming to the light. And then going through that tornado or remote tunnel, a little better, and right through there.
Sharon, do you do more than one painting at a time? Do you work on more than one at a time?
I usually do one major, bigger size, and then of course I cannot stick to only one painting. My brain is always constantly thinking, working. So then maybe halfway I was thinking about another piece, and usually it's a smaller size, so it won't kind of take away my attention.
Right.
So I will then, at that time, I will come back and forth, because sometimes during the creation, I mean, process, you need to work and you need to think, not only on your hands, you need to process in your head.
Yeah.
So then I will go back and forth. And sometimes maybe three pieces, depends on situation. If I have a solo show coming up and I don't have, then I really have to. Yeah.
So I think everyone would be interested to know where some of the other galleries you were telling me that you were exhibiting your work.
city. Here, this gallery in Chelsea district. There's a gallery this district, and also at twice maybe at what's the not Sleepy Hollow, no, Tarrytown, and also Taiwan, and most recent in Beijing. Beijing. So for that Beijing 3 pieces because I was noticed kind of very short, and for each oil painting take month or year to finish, and then I need to finish 3. So I have Kyoko, I think you saw that I have 3 easels. So I do one major one, and then I switch them, and sometimes I have to hair blow dry them so I can step up the process.